Welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. Alright, let's start the show. It's just a
I love that
jam
music.
every time.
Every single time.
Every time. What is going on, Mavericks? We are back with another episode of The Unusual Mavericks. I'm your host, the moderator, Kwame. Speaks, joined by the handsome, the melanin proficient, the bearded one himself, Just Dominic. What is going on?
Hey, everybody. Boy, do we have a good show planned for you today. As a producer, I'm telling you, we really produced a good show. Of course, back into the hands of the showrunner.
Yes. Shout out to Keats Reynolds. What's going on, Keith? How you doing, Maverick?
What's going
on, Michaela? Miss Maverick herself. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Yes.
Aiden, Frozen.
Yes, indeed. And I don't know who just did that, but thank you, mod, whoever did that. Whichever mod just did that, thank you for putting subscribers only. I completely forgot. So thank you. Shout out to the Pyro Media mods. We appreciate you. It was Dr. Hope. We appreciate you, King. Thank you so much for coming through.
Greetings, Dr. Hope.
Yes. Sending love and prayers to you, my brother. Sending love and prayers to you. All right. Let's go ahead and get into some things. We have a lot to talk about. It is today's episode is entitled "Who is Anthony Piper?" And we're going to get into who he is a little bit. I looked at his picture. I was like,
"Hi,
Anthony.
How you doing?"
Hi, Anthony. How you doing? What's going on, Anthony? We should have a little conversation. We should talk, get a little close. Anyway, but yes, we're going to get into some more about Anthony Piper a little later on in the show. But before we do, we have a lot to talk about. And we're starting out with, you know what, the Maverick Alert.
The Maverick Alert.
All right, y'all. We have a lot to get into. First up on the Maverick Alert is the Marvels. You like the new graphics? Yes. Shout out to Pyro Media Productions. Yes. First up is the Marvels. He said, "Hey, Anthony." So the Marvels. Where's my notes? Is my notes over here?
Where are your notes?
I thought I printed them out, but I didn't. I'm glad I did it because I have them right here on my screen.
Good.
All right, so the box office numbers are in, and the Marvels misfires with 47 million domestically, the lowest MCU opening weekend of all time, and 88 million worldwide. The Marvel's turnout, or lack thereof, is surprising because the passionate MCU fan base has turned even less embraced installments into box office winners. Audiences flat out rejected the 33rd Marvel film, The Marvels. So many fans struggled to make their way to the theaters after hearing about the production drama and poor storytelling. With the holiday season heating up, the Hunger Games prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Disney's Animated Wish, and other family-friendly films in the coming weeks. Pre-ticket sales for both films are much higher than the Marvels, making it nearly impossible to rebound. The film needs to make $400 million in order to break even. Now, what I found interesting was I always watch The View, which is one of my favorite shows. And this morning, is it Latoya? Who I forget her name. Is it Latoya? Cast of the Marvels.
What did they say?
Yes, Tayana. Tiona. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name, Queen. The woman that plays Monica Rambeau, the one on the right, she and Iman Vellani, who plays Miss Marvel, who's all the way on the left, they both were doing, they were on The View today to promote the movie, which is really interesting because Brie Larson was not there.
Yeah, well, Brie Larson is choosing to do press by herself.
Oh.
It was very clear from everyone that saw the Marvels said that there was such awkward tension between the blonde and Monica Rambeau. Monica Rambeau. It was extra tension. It was so awkward.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They picked up $47 million domestically and 88 worldwide. That I've never heard of that for a Marvel movie. They said it fell under The Incredible Hulk when that debuted in, I believe, 2006, 8.
And that was like the worst one, wasn't it?
That was the lowest profitable movie of Marvel until now. So
yeah, it was bad.
The Marvels is not doing well at all. It's
now Michaela went to go see it. She said it was okay. I love how they had the beautiful original Miss Marvel front and center, the Black Queen. What I don't like was all the dog and cats. I don't know what that last part meant, but yeah, I'm glad you guys went to go see it. I heard some people it was like it was not bad. Some people were telling me that it was not bad. They just did not, it wasn't like
I hear that they had this huge Disney music production that they broke out in song and dance in such an awkward place in the movie, which was right before the final scene. And according to sources, Brie Larson insisted they put her song because she's a pop artist or aspiring pop artist.
Is she? Because I don't know who she is.
No, aspiring into. This song into the movie, so it's really interesting to see how awkward it kind of fit in, allegedly.
Well, this was a horrible movie as far as the box office numbers are concerned.
And then people were disgusted by the blonde's treatment of the minority girls, especially the actress who played Monica Rambeau. Pre-production talk. Production employees have talked and said that it was an all-out war for attention for the blonde because this was.
Michaela said that she was lost on that part. Yeah, she's like, yeah, I was lost in that part. She's talking about the musical part. Yeah, a lot of people said that was like, what was that about? That was weird.
Well, it was in her contract, so.
Okay, well, this is what happens. So, this is where we're at. Hold on, Dr. Holt says, hold on, I'm waiting for it to pull up. It says, so I'm on uncle duty this weekend. Give me something good to watch with my nephew. Anything but this.
Yeah, if you're gonna, they may even enjoy The Flash.
Yeah. Well, how old is your nephew, Dr. Holt? I think, is he under, is he adolescent or is he, how old is your nephew again? Let me know. Because that will give me a predetermination on what you should let them
what they should watch.
Yeah,
what they shouldn't watch.
Because this is not something for like a kid to watch. This is for like a young adult or a teenager that's into.
Yeah, Marvel. But this is at the movies. This is not on home streaming yet. It will be the way it's looking in the next couple of days.
They've been.
Sorry about it.
He's 6. Then yeah, I would go on Disney Plus and just pick something.
Disney Plus or
Moana.
You can. No, I wouldn't do The Flash with a 6-year-old.
No, not a 6-year-old. Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Shazam, maybe.
Shazam. Yeah, Shazam would be interesting. Yeah. I wouldn't do Shazam 2, just because I don't know if he's allowed to watch things.
Dragons.
Yeah, stuff like that, and whatever. Right. Yeah, just try Shazam, the first Shazam. That's a safe bet. But yeah, literally anything on Disney Plus. Just stay away from some of the Marvel movies and TV series. Okay. Good luck on that. Definitely don't watch this. Definitely don't. And it's sad because the one on the very right, Tiana Paris, who plays Monica Rambeau, I really was hoping Black Panther, perfect, Michaela. Yes,
actually, this movie, The Marvels, was directed by a Black female. The first of its kind. So even though it did poorly at the box office, this is the biggest opening for a black female in sci-fi, the sci-fi genre, allegedly.
Yeah, which is really sad.
Yeah. So what else is going on in the Marvel universe?
Nia DaCosta is her name, the director.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's that. Let's move on because this is really sad. All right. Oh God. This is okay. I'll read it. It's called The White Wolf. The MCU hints Bucky's best future is White Wolf, and why is that wrong? According to ScreenRant.com, since Infinity War, Bucky's or who plays the Winter Soldier, Bucky's been groomed to be the MCU's White Wolf, but the transition is more fraught in 2021 than it already was in 2018 during the Falcon and the Winter Soldier pilot, where they see Bucky Barnes pining for inner peace. But becoming Wakanda's White Wolf isn't the best future for the MCU's Winter Soldier. Many fans were not pleased then, but Marvel is moving forward with replacing Black Panther and the Winter with the White Wolf. Bucky is set to assume the role of the White Wolf, temporary leader of Wakanda Special Forces and Army for the MCU iteration of the Winter Soldier. This is not necessarily what fans want. Fans who want a new Black Panther need. The details of Captain America: Brave New World are being kept tightly under wraps, and how large a role Bucky is to play. Marvel's core audience seems to be against bestowing the name White Wolf upon Bucky in the first place. Captain America: Brave New World is scheduled for February 14th, 2025, as the last film of the Phase 5. I am extremely pissed about this.
Yeah, now it's better. You were breaking up a little bit earlier, but as we saw, anyone who watched the series Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or even Infinity Wars, at the end of it, T'Challa told him, he deemed him White Wolf in the movie, and everybody was like, huh? You can't, it's like turning Robin into Green Lantern or something. You can't do that. There is a White Wolf in the comic books. You're showing it on screen right now. There is a White Wolf in the comic books. He was a orphan. His parents, white parents, their airplane crashed in Wakanda or in their airspace, and that orphan child was raised and ended up becoming a villain. He was not a hero at all. He tried to appropriate Wakanda's culture for his own means. So to have Bucky play this character, I mean, he hasn't even been, what is he supposed to be? The Winter Soldier. That is who he is. His storyline should still be going. There's so much to talk about. So why are we making him the White Wolf? And why would they decide like, oh, we don't need another Black Panther now. We're going to have our White Wolf. That really bothers me.
Let me lower this down. I'm sick of your crap, Marvel. I'm sick of your crap. You wouldn't even give us. You killed off T'Challa. Yes, we know that people have. I know. We understand that Chadwick Boseman has passed away. Okay, we gave him a wonderful and beautiful memorial in Black Panther 2. Okay, wonderful, beautiful. But you killed off his character. You replaced everyone else. You have no problem giving new faces to anybody else. They did it in Dynasty, girl. One moment we would have one person, the next moment it's a whole different character, a whole different actress. Why is this an issue?
Remember back the soap operas back then, they would say the part of such and such is now being played by.
And you don't even have to do that.
That was it.
Give him a Black Panther from a different multiverse. We're in the multiverse.
Well, what are they doing with Wolverine? Hugh Jackman has come back after he clearly died in Logan. There's no way he could come back, but yet he's returned. And Daredevil is back. And who else did they talk about? Jessica Jones is coming back.
They can argue that Wolverine can't really die because of his regenerative properties.
No, okay, he's a doppelganger. This is a doppelganger. This is a parallel universe. They've already made that perfectly clear.
So why not bring back another T'Challa?
They're bringing back Halle Berry as Storm.
All right, this is what I'm saying, and
But
then
not the Storm that we saw. She's playing a different version of Storm.
That's fine. I don't care. But my point is, like, you're bringing back somebody. You're bringing back the White Wolf. Nobody knows, and for whoever made this damn decision, didn't even read up on what the White Wolf was to Wakanda.
And that he's a villain, right?
And that he's a villain, and now he's over the freaking special forces of Wakanda. A white man, a colonizer. This is why we can't have nice things. It's really frustrating. Michaela says, look, the way how Marvel is acting Breaking Dawn, by the time we get the Black Panther, the fund would have been already grown. Listen, the sun would already been grown up by now.
Right. Well, you know what they're going to do. They're going to push it down. This is what Wesley Snipes was talking about. But I guess they figured they're giving us Blade again. Wesley Snipes is reprising his role. We don't know if he's playing the same Blade or a doppelganger. And they figured, there you go. So now we can move Wakanda into the future.
Whenever that comes out.
Wolf, he's going to be in Deadpool 3. It's already been confirmed. He's in Deadpool 3. But he's not. It's clear that it's not his movie. The marquee says Deadpool versus Wolverine. So Blade is just playing a small part. It's like a glorified cameo. Is what most people are thinking.
Stupid. Can we move on? I'm getting an aneurysm.
Oh yeah, child.
Justice League 2024.
Woohoo!
Yeah, okay. First look at 2024 Justice League animated movie. This is an animated movie, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about DC animation. Way superior at this point than Marvel animation, in my personal opinion. And y'all know I'm a Marvel fan. Okay? But DC's animation or animated movies or animated shows, dopeness. Yeah. Anyway, 2024 Justice League animated movie confirms 10 heroes who appear in DC finally confirmed, or DC finally confirmed the 10 superheroes expected to appear in the upcoming animated Justice League film. Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1 is due out in January 2024, which I'm super excited about, serving as the 11th entry into DC animated Tomorrowverse. The film is set to take on the classic Crisis on Infinite Earths storyline from DC Comics, picking up from where 2023's Justice League War World movie left off. The animated blockbuster will be the longest in the history of the Tomorrowverse series of films at 93 minutes long, featuring an A-list cast of heroes worthy of the multiversal epic. A-listers like Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, and Superman are on full display, but a few other DC fan favorites seem to be part of the animated movie as well. Oliver Queen, aka Green Arrow, can be seen with his bow at the ready, along with Martian Manhunter, Superwoman, Ultraman, and Vixen.
Yeah, Vixen is really coming up. She's really gained a lot of popularity.
Well, the Blurs have been blasting her out. They were like, "Hey, girl, DC girl, we need Vixen." Y'all gave, y'all struggling over there with Marvel,
with Black Panther, right?
with Black Panther and also with Storm. You don't have any, barely have any reputation over here. If you want to outpace Marvel, you better listen to us.
That's right. They better give us Vixen and Mr. Terrific. Those are,
I want both of them.
Two of the most popular characters right now, it seems. I'm really excited about this movie. The Tomorrowverse has, they have had, what did you say? They have had how many films? They've had 11. They've had 11 entries. So they've really had a great run, a fantastic run. This last movie, World War, was okay. I had to watch it twice. After the second time, I enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed watching it the second time. But all of the other movies were fantastic.
I feel like War World, you have to really pay attention to that because I noticed that I had to go back a couple of times because I would like look at my phone or whatever and I would miss something that was really critical and I'm like, wait, what just happened? Right. And I'm glad that I actually just put my phone down and just watched it and it really that's a movie that you have to like ingrain yourself in.
Absolutely.
So, but it's decent. I really really enjoyed it. It's not one of my favorites, but I thought it was a really really good really good DC movie.
Yeah, it was a different take on World War, and we know World, if I can say it, because I always get tongue twisted with that. To be more of an arena, it was more like Gladiator. It's a gladiator type of film that's high tech.
Yeah.
So, but they decided to go a different route with this War World movie, and it wasn't bad. It was nice to see Lobo. To be honest, that was one of the highest highlights of it. So, yeah, cool. Yeah. Can't wait to see this. This is my favorite series of all time, Crisis on Infinite Earth. Yeah, I loved it. On the CW, they did a fantastic job, and that was watered down.
Yeah,
so I'm really expecting this animated version
that was super really watered down,
cray. But it was still really good. Yeah, and the original writer of Crisis wrote that for the CW, so it kind of worked.
Yeah. Well, that's all we got on blurred news, or excuse me, on breaking news. Do you have anything else before we go?
No, that's the
Maverick. Let's get into some blurred news, y'all. It's time to get into this part right here. Hey, Walt B, thanks for joining, King.
Walt.
Appreciate you. Let me see what he said. He says, I loved it on CW too. Okay, let me find out you know about something about the
It was really good. It was super high. The ratings were crazy.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I do think there was watered down. Obviously, it's a family-friendly network. At the time, it was a family-friendly network, so they couldn't really do what the comics did. But I think it was decent. It was good. All right, it's time to get into some blurred news, y'all. First up, we have some Marvel Studio news. I want to say this. We will be doing an in-depth podcast on Loki, okay? Because I have words. And I have things that I need to say about Loki season 2. Dominic also has things, but we can't say those things on here because this show goes on Bullet and Flight Radio, the number one progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world, and also they're family friendly as well. So I can't say what I need to say, but I promise you, we're gonna have a rundown because I have words. Anyway, Loki was good though. Let's get into what's going on. Did Loki 2 just save Disney Plus? Despite being one of the most successful Marvel shows on Disney Plus, the second season of Loki failed to live up to the first season in terms of viewership. Nielsen's streaming rankings indicate that Loki season 2 had a 39% drop in viewing time compared to season 1. The decline in viewership may be attributed to Marvel fatigue and controversies surrounding the show, but Loki's future in upcoming MCU films remains promising. Disney Plus has been struggling for a while. This new cash flow for the app may be enough to keep the lights on for now. According to Disney, the second season pulled in an average of 11.9 plus million views per episode, down by 39% from season 1. The finale of season 2 also seems to have solved Marvel Studios' Jonathan Majors problem as well. I don't like how they said that, but we're going to let that slide, okay? I don't like how they said that, but we're going to let that slide. Okay, by writing Kang the Conqueror out. Hold on one second. I just want to let y'all know that this is a spoiler alert.
Spill the tea.
I gave you time. To get to click off if you don't hear it. If you have not watched Loki yet, okay? But Jonathan, by writing Kang the Conqueror out of the story, or at least the Jonathan Majors version on the character, seems to be gone for good. Some MCU fans are celebrating the possible release of Majors from Disney. This move by Marvel leaves the door open for Doctor Doom or another big bad. Let me explain something to you. To you, Disney. I knew y'all were gonna do this. I had a feeling in my shot time. In my Shata Shonda, right behind my Kidney Supreme, I had a feeling you were going to do this. You want to know why I had a feeling? Because of this.
Why?
Because this is what y'all are. This is what y'all do, Disney. Do you not think that I forgot about the fact that you guys had lobbied and poured campaign money into Trump? and his campaign, I know who you guys really are. All right? I know who you guys really are. I understand. This is nothing but the bottom line for you. And you couldn't stick with someone, and when he is vindicated, I want all, because let me tell you something. Jonathan Majors is a phenomenal actor.
He is.
Whether y'all want to think that he beat that white girl up or not, I'm telling you right now, the man is a phenomenal actor.
Well, he did it. What's on record? Why he's going to court is he, in his testimonial, along with the woman, said that he picked her up and put her in a cab. And that's the way they do it. He showed his arms doing just like that to embrace her, sound like it was from behind, to pick her up and put her in a cab. Well, he touched the blonde, and because of that, according to New York state law, that is assault. So just that little technicality has him in trouble. It's insane. I hope the law works in his favor, because he had more than enough proof to show that he was not the aggressor. She was stalking him. She came to his residence. Okay. He tried to get her to leave. She called an entourage of people to make her look like she was the victim, the martyr.
What's up, Jason? How you doing, King?
And he also went, not only in the other direction, but according to cameras and everything, that he got in a cab. He couldn't go into his house because they were blocking. So he went around the block, circling the block, trying to figure out how to defuse and handle this situation. Yeah. So it's really unfortunate.
Yes. It is. It's frustrating. Shout out to Jason Betts. What's up, King? How you doing, man? Michaela Wise also says, I'm not mad at Loki. I'm mad at Marvel because how in the world did you allow Loki to change the time for Tex and make him into a good guy? And now there's the spiritual theories of all over to talk about. Yeah, exactly. Michaela, you just put it all in a nutshell, and that's
they were able to do that because Loki, the god of stories, is a deep cut in Marvel. There is a version of Loki that becomes a good guy, and he becomes the god of stories.
Okay, that's fine. But what I'm saying is that everybody was anticipating you got us all. We were at the last dang on Comic-Con. Not this most recent one, the one before. Yeah. And you guys were all big about trying to outdo DC and all the stuff, whatever, and saying this is what's going on. We were all prepared. We were all excited about King the Conqueror. And Jonathan Majors, I can't see anybody else as King the Conqueror. That's what you've given to me. Just like
that's why they wrote
you
him
guys
off.
didn't have a problem. You guys didn't have a problem making Chadwick Boseman the only Black Panther, and nobody can unsee that. So now you just write him out of the story?
Yeah, remember how they left it? They said that they were hunting them down, and they were in like a bubble outside of time and space or something. So that's where they're gonna leave him, just there until this all blows over. And maybe we'll see him return. We'll see. But it doesn't look likely, as we all know, because of the next piece of news that Marvel released this week.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's before we go there, Dr. Holt says, how many times do I have to tell these men, leave these white women alone?
Right. Don't look at them. Don't touch them.
Come over here. Right. Just come over here. Come over. I will have a conversation with you. Dr. Holt will have a conversation with you. Dominic will definitely have a conversation with you.
No, I won't, because he has Megan Good. And I am sure that she is taking care of him right now.
Okay, and Michaela said, all I ask is what the next couple of Marvel movies don't have cats in them. Right. I know that's right. But anyway, moving on to the next piece of what's going on with Avengers 5, Marvel cancels plans for Kang movie writers amid actor controversy confirms this massive change. According to screenrant.com, there are ongoing discussions about Major's future in the MCU, with reports suggesting that Marvel Studios has considered replacing Kang with another character due to the disappointing reception of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. If Marvel Studios moves on, who would you like to see? I don't want to see anybody.
Well, listen, in Wakanda Forever, they've already hinted that Doom was the force behind Namor. right?
Okay,
They have
that's fine.
clearly stated that. We know that Doom is a massive and a major player if they play him right. So who knows what they'll do, and who knows who they'll cast as Doom? They could cast someone else as Doom who may be a person of color. We'll see how they try to spin that. I don't know.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
over this. I'm over Marvel Studios right now. I'm really right, Michaela. At this point, this is letting me know that all Marvel movies we're not going to get into 2058.
Right? Be dead by then.
Right.
Happily.
Okay. At this point, God, Lord, we're done. I'll watch movies up there. My God. Anywho.
Yeah, that's sad.
It really is. It's really is sad.
So he has no movies coming out right now. Every single project that was on his plate has now been removed, with this being the final one. This was going to be a huge movie for him. He was going to get a bag.
Yeah. All right, let's move on because it's aggravating me even more. All right, so DC Studios, news for DC Studios. We have the release and cast and everything we know of the anticipation surrounding Matt Reeves' upcoming movie, The Batman Part 2, is high. The Batman 2 has officially announced in early 2023 as part of DC Studios' upcoming offerings in the coming years. According to the direct.com, the much talked about sequel will be a continuation of the first movie and exists in its own universe. Despite the incoming DC reboot under James Gunn and Peter Safran, currently the release date for the Batman Part 2 is set for October 3rd, 2025. I'm looking forward to this. I actually like the first
really
movie.
Excited.
Yeah, I think it was good. I thought the Batman was really good. And I'm gonna be honest, I was really shocked by the Twilight Boy. I didn't think that he was gonna be able to do it, but he did a pretty
well.
good
He
job.
just did an interview yesterday or late this week, and he was talking about for Batman 2 that Matt Reeves asked him to put on 30 pounds of muscle, and how hard that was. It was very difficult for him because I can't imagine how much eating you have to do, pure protein, and all the workouts you have to do. He probably went on a Henry Cavill style workout. So allegedly, we see him here, but he is much more buff for Batman 2, as well as this guy that they have playing the Joker. It's a completely different take of the Joker. His smile, his skin, the way he becomes the Joker. We all know he falls in a big bin of chemicals at Acme Chemicals. That's the way that chemical plant, that's how the Joker always kind of became the Joker. Well, he's going to do it very differently and make it a birth defect. And so his skin and his bones start to deteriorate, making him look like a clown. And so, and helping him, of course, really go into chaos and a deep psychosis. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they play this version of the Joker. They say the Riddler is coming back. He may come back as what did the Riddler change his name to? Oh God, we just watched that. Hush. Hush. And then also there's been talk of either Clayface being the main antagonist or Mr. Freeze. So they're trying to throw that out there to kind of figure out what people want to see the most. I'm rooting for Clayface. I love Clayface.
Yeah,
and
I would like to see Clayface only because we've seen Mr. Freeze a lot, and we haven't really seen a Clayface antagonist. I don't think we've ever seen it in any of the movies. No. And I would like to, and if it's going to be a situation where we're going back to how the animated Batman the animated series was, which is my favorite iteration of Batman. If we're gonna do that, then I would love to see something like that.
So, Matt Reeves has expressed his fond love for the classic animated series and how Clayface was represented in that series. I believe they had the original Clayface in that series, who was an actor who had issues with a remake of his film that he wasn't a part of, and he went psycho crazy. So if they do that, it'll be very interesting because this series is supposed to be more of a detective series than all the other stuff.
Yeah. So they're probably going to do more of a Mr. Freeze. It'll be easier for them.
Clayface would be easier, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, Mr. Freeze. What we saw was kind of corny. Maybe if they do freeze, they'll do it more down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
But Clayface, that's who I'm rooting for. I would love to see that.
Well, we'll see how it goes. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, you guys. And then when we come back, Dominic's going to tell us about who is Anthony Piper. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about with him because I saw some interesting stuff on him. Yeah. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back right after these commercials.
Step away from the chaos and noise of your daily life. Experience moments for yourself that are calm, serene, and full of peace. A necessary respite to foster growth within you, because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir.
In a world filled with diversity, where radical faith and progressive believers come together, there's a place that's breaking all boundaries and embracing believers from all walks of life. Bullet and Flight Radio, where believers unite, boundaries break, and love triumphs.
And I was like, what happened to you? We're back, you guys. We're back, man. Thank you guys. Huh? You okay? Good?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. We're back. We're gonna get into the Maverick alert or the Maverick time really shortly. But just in case before we get into it, make sure that you guys have text Blaze to 833-793-2423, so that way you can go ahead and get notifications and go live when we go live and when we upload. Again, that's BLAZE. To 833-793-2423. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It does help the algorithm. And you could be a part of the Pyromaniacs and become a Maverick.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Let's get into Maverick time, y'all. It's time to learn about some people, shall we? All right, first up, we've been doing the series for a minute, so we want to go through all of the shows. And if you haven't had a chance to check them out, make sure you go ahead and check out all of the people that we looked at. One of them, or some of them that we've checked out, was Helene Flowers. We also looked at and got to know Afua Richardson. We also got to meet Matt Baker. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Cool. And we also got to meet Dr. Sheena Howard. Shout out to that queen. And also Alethea Martinez. Shout out to her. And then the one, the only, the Dwayne McDuffie, one of our comic book heroes and comic book industry titans. Definitely check him out in that episode. That was one of our favorite episodes. Sanford Green, we definitely checked them out. And also we looked at Natasha Bustos. Shout out to our Latina queen over there. And then also Laiso Makizi. Definitely check him out. Robin Smith also looked up what she's got going on over there. Jamal Campbell, check him out as well. And last week we talked about Nyla Magruder. But this week we are tackling and getting to know the one, the only. And the question is, who is Anthony Piper? Dominic?
That's right, Anthony Piper. So this is the final installment of this series created, getting to know a lot of the content creators behind Marvel and DC, as you saw. So Anthony Piper is best known for his work on Trill League. Trill League is a hip hop animated parody of DC's Justice League, basically. And it's really cool, the stuff that he did. A lot of cool 2D animation and character development and illustrations this gentleman has done. His story writing and his graphics are just legendary. He is a leader, okay? Understand, he is a leader in design for Fox Studio Animation, a series called Major Lazer and Axe Cop. According to him, he said that he got to work with Marvel and he got to work on his favorite trilogy or his series that he created, Trill League, which was so much fun for Anthony. Some of the other things that he got a chance to do and he's 38 years old, very interesting. He's a Chicago native.
All right, come
which
on,
is
shout
also
out.
interesting. He's come from my side of the planet. Really happy about that. So he worked for Marvel's on comic books series, including Guardians of the Galaxy. He worked on the Invincible Iron Man and the Uncanny X-Men. So he has done a whole lot for Marvel, especially. And I don't think he's done anything for DC. I don't see anything that he's done for DC. But very recently, or I should say in 2014, he won a Glyph Award for his comic book series Terminus, which is very interesting, and the covers that he did for that work. He also crafted and wrote a story for the pop singer Jason Derulo. Created a fictional character called Uzo as well for that graphic novel that he published in just last year, 2022, which sounds very interesting that he would work with that. But all of Piper's work is influenced by hip hop and R&B, the movement obviously that has been going on for a lifetime for us, and finding superheroes in that. So go through some of the slides before we go there. Let's go through some of the slides for his Trill League.
Oh yeah, I just passed them. I was just showing them. Hold on.
Yeah, I saw you pass it because I want to talk about his influence for this series, which I think is so amazing. So you see the little black kid in front. He is inspired by Robin and a lot of kids in the neighborhood that know everything that's going on. So you also see the Wonder Woman type of character, right? He's the Superman based on Superman. He's got all of his strengths and none of his weaknesses. And so does this queen. She is Nubia and Diana mixed together. She is a true goddess. And this young man, of course, he's the Robin. Reminds us of all the kids we see in the neighborhood that know everything, streetwise kids. This guy is a villain, and he is based off of Prince.
What is going on?
He is based off of Prince, and his name is Purple Freeze.
Oh, that's interesting.
Don't you just love it?
I love it.
I love it.
That's dope.
This is his nemesis based off of Michael Jackson, and he is the Flash. He's not the Flash, but his character, I forgot, his character is called like Zip or something. I forgot. He's got a real, so he is inspired by Michael Jackson.
And I'm assuming this is like Batman?
This is the Batman, and he is inspired by every Black Panther, real life Black Panther, and civil rights leader that we have ever seen, known, and encountered, including Obama.
That's dope.
So that's who
I want to check out this thing, Trill League.
Yes, Trill League. So let's go back to that. Trill League now is so popular that 50 Cent and his whole crew are working right now on pre-production of bringing this series to life.
Are you for real?
Yes. We don't know if it's going to be an animated series or if it's going to be a live action series. It sounds like it's going to be an animated series. So that picture that you put up of 50 Cent with Anthony Piper and 50's production. There we go, right there.
Mhm.
This was taken very recently, over the past few months.
I just put the link to troleague.com. So that way you guys can kind of take a look at what their products and the products and printed books that they have.
Yes, this one man, Anthony Piper, he is the mastermind behind all of this. But now he's in partnership, as we see, with 50 Cent Productions Company, and to bring this thing to the screen. So they're talking about a 20th Century Fox type of movie or plan. So this should be very nice. This is the same type of deal that Tyler Perry got.
Wow.
So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Fox. So we'll see what happens with that.
Well, I'm looking at it looks like they have like a trailer, an animation trailer for it. So
Anthony has also illustrated lots of brands. He does brand media, and he's done brand media for the New York Times, the Baffler, Brisk Iced Tea, Complex, and Netflix. So he's not just into comic books. He is just a whole brand. So this young man, or not too young, he's 38. But he is really doing his thing, and he is the future. He is the future.
I am very interested in this. I definitely want to see where this goes. I'm in total support of this. Congratulations, King.
Yeah, it's a lot of hip hop music and a lot of hip hop everything that's infused into this. So I can see why 50 Cent would be involved in it.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. That was
that wraps up our
paper.
Celebrating 100 years of people of color in graphic novels. We got some more stuff coming. We're going to talk about some of the voice actors that you never knew were a Black, African American, or Hispanic that are staples in this industry. So we got a lot more to come, guys.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But that's gonna be it for the Unusual Mavericks. I'm gonna look up more information because I want to see this. I hope that 50 Cent actually keeps his word and puts this out, because I would love to see a show like this. This is like blurred heaven right here.
Yeah, really. You talking about R&B and hip hop infused into graphic novels, comedy, all of this. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson and Prince being arch nemesis. That is amazing.
That'll be dope. That's kind of hilarious, actually.
I love it.
All right, y'all. Well, that's going to be it for the Unusual Mavericks. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, Sean, what's up? Thanks for coming in, Queen.
Sean.
Appreciate you. Sean's in the building. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for rocking with us. We'll see you guys. Oh, we're not going to be airing next week because obviously it is autumn break. So we're going to be, we hope you guys, and next week, exactly 1 week from today, is going to be Thanksgiving. So we hope you guys have a safe and wonderful holiday break. We need to recharge, so that's going to be really nice to kind of just sit back and relax and kind of chill out for a little bit. Get some house cleaning done. What you got planned for next week, Just Dominic?
Some cooking and some resting. That's it.
I know that's right.
That's it.
But we have enough shows for you guys to go ahead and watch. We're going to be entering into the holiday season when we come back. So a lot of Christmassy stuff and holiday stuff or whatever. So we'll see. What is it? Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas.
This was the perfect week to end this particular series about all of the graphic novelists and writers and illustrators.
And stay tuned for if you guys are not in our Patreon, make sure that you guys get into Pyro Media's Patreon. It's called the hotspot. You can go over to patreon.com/Pyro Media, and you'll see some stuff that is happening for us exclusively on Patreon first, so you guys get it. And you can I'm so ready to get to know. I know that's right, Dr. Ho. You better go ahead and get to New Orleans now. I know that's right. You need a vacation, sir. But yes. Definitely check out the Patreon so you guys can get exclusive content that's dropping next week. You guys will get it first. Kwame, 11/27 is my birthday. Shut up. Hold on 1 second. That's when we come back? Perfect. I got you, sis. I got you. When we come back on Pyro Hour, we're going to make sure we celebrate you, Queen. Thank you so much for rocking with us, little sis. We love you. You're a loyal pyromaniac, and we appreciate you. All right, y'all. Enjoy your week. We'll see you on the next one. Dominic and I will see you the week after next. And then I will see you tomorrow morning for Pyro Hour to close out everything for the week. on Pyro Media Network. And until then, stay unusual.
That's right. Stay
Yeah.
unusual.
We love you guys. Peace.